Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and this reading is for the Virgos out there for August 30th to September 5th. I would like to say thank you guys so much for your likes, your comments, and to all my new subscribers, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. And with that being said, let's get right into this reading. Okay, Virgo, this is what we have for you. The first house, the body. I see you guys are feeling very good this week. Especially with the first house represents our ascendant. So it's like how we look, how we come across. So Virgo, you're coming off very powerful. And this big figure here. Virgo, you have grown a lot, I really feel, the past few months. And you should be very, very proud of yourself. And other people may notice the growth too. And when we grow, not all the time we know. Sometimes it takes a second to reflect on where we were like some months ago and where we are today, and to really be proud of ourselves with every step that we take, you know, because small things lead to big things. So I feel, Virgo, you have done small things every day to make your life less stressful, to clear your mind, also to get in shape as well. Yeah, you are feeling very grounded this week. Earth element stability. So, Virgo, you are in a place where you are feeling very confident in yourself, which is beautiful. And with this earth energy, I also feel your finances too are very stable, because the earth signs in the earth element, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's see. One more for Virgo this week. We have 12th house escape. This is because you chose to leave stressful things behind. You know, people who bring you a lot of problems, Virgo. You're cutting off the stress in your life and you're feeling better. Maybe in terms of some people, Virgo, you didn't want to do it at first. Let's just say that, right? But this week, it's like, I got to do what I got to do. But then you feel great about it. I felt like that before, where you decide to cut people off, for example, and you may be sad about it, but you're happy because you know you're doing the best thing for you. And when you look on the positive side, it's like, I don't have to deal with this person's drama. I don't have to deal with this person's problems. I don't have to deal with them bothering me. And I feel, Virgo, you have chose to love people from a distance, really, even if you still cared about these people. But the times that we're going into, energetically, it's becoming very hard to stay around other people who have not done that inner work. It's like, I've been noticing that, because energetically you will feel that 10 times. I remember in the earlier years before these shifts started happening, I used to put everything and everybody on my back, and it was stressful, but like, it wasn't how I would feel now. Like now, if I was to try to do that, I can't do that, because energetically it's just a no. And plus, I don't want to do that, you know. And Virgo, maybe that's what you went through, where you had a lot of people on your back. You know, you there for everything and everybody. But when you needed somebody, Virgo, people dipped. So now it's like, I'm in a space where it's time to do what's best for me, because Virgo represents the house of service. And it could be draining to be the one that always have to have the plan, or know the know-how to do this and have everything scheduled and all this stuff like that and organized, and people just kind of put their feet up. Maybe, Virgo, that's what you realize. Like, people got a little too comfortable around you, of you being this earth stability. It's like, as long as that Virgo around, we good, you feel me? If I fall short on some money, that Virgo will got me. Or if I need a ride, that Virgo, you know, where people already have you in mind when they need a favor. I feel you started to realize that, Virgo. Like, nah. First house, the body. We have the Page of Wands reverse. Yeah, I feel, Virgo, you let people know how they feel. I mean, how you feel, right? And they was looking at it like this hieroglyphics. Like, I don't really know what you trying to say, Virgo. Like, you really about to dip out? Like, when you, it's like, no, this is you, Virgo. Like, you heard what I said. Stop pretending like you reading hieroglyphics like you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, there's no new beginning. Yeah, some Virgos are kicking people to the curb. People who pretend they don't know what's going on or confuse people when you know they're not confused. Page of Wands. Yep, that's what I said. Eight of Cups, walking away. With the Eight of Cups, those are emotions. It also represents, like I said, people that you cared about, Virgo. You know, where you put time and effort into. And look at the moon. You know, I feel like this is your face just looking at the situation. Like, I put all this into these connections, but you know what? I don't regret it, though, because those people had a solid person in their life. And I know wherever I go, I'm going to be straight. But I want people that's on that same level as me. I want to be around people that can help take me to the next level. And then I can help take them to the next level. And we do big things together. Not just me having the plans, being the mastermind, me being the dependable one. People can call me for favors and all that other stuff. I feel, Virgo, you start to notice how people would really ring your line and there's always a question, a problem, a favor. But when you call them, let's say, be like, oh, can I get a ride to work? People be like, oh, you know, I gotta go over here. Oh, you know. Or Virgo, you'd be like, can I just have like $10? You know, because you don't really ask nobody for nothing, right? So when you do, those people probably be like, oh, nah, I ain't got it. It's like, but it's funny. So, you know, when you run into a tough spot, I got it. But you don't got me in the times that I may need it. So what am I doing here? Like, Eight of Cups. That's right. That's why I said, Virgo, you going to be straight. King of Pentacles. So it seems to me, Virgo, you started to realize kind of how people was taking your help for granted. You know, people weren't considerate to the fact that you would be there for them. They kind of felt it was an expectation. But see, you get what you give. You shouldn't feel so entitled because of a bond, for example, if you don't put in the work. It's the same way. Like, you don't go to a job and don't do nothing on shift and expect to get paid, or don't even show up. You know, like, you don't treat other stuff like that. That's what I realized. It's like, so when it benefits you, you can show up on time, but when it comes to helping me, it's like you always got an excuse. So Virgo, you could have been dealing with people that had a lot of excuses, and that's why you separating yourself from them. People like that will drag you down. People who complain all day, that's another thing. I feel, Virgo, you was around people that will call you with all their problems time after time after time after time, and it's just like, bro, like, or sis, like, you put yourself in this predicament. Like, how many times you gonna keep getting upset about the same thing before you do? That would drive a Virgo crazy, because it's just like, listen, like, you either gonna stay or you not. You either, like, it's simple as that. But all this dramatics and all this drama, like, come on, man. I feel, Virgo, you in the space this season to focus on yourself. It is Virgo season, you know, and help people. Maybe, like, help the elderly, help children, help animals, but not really spending so much time helping people who can help themselves, but they're choosing not to. Earth element, stability. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. This is what I'm saying. But Virgo, you see this bird here? Some people may still try to communicate with you, and that makes sense why this Page of Wands is in reverse. Because some people may be like, I don't know why you said that, Virgo. I mean, I have done everything that I have done. And Virgo's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. It's funny you got all this energy now since I cut you off. But see, that's what I'm saying. You always come through late. It's either you come through late, or you got an excuse, or you don't come through at all. Like, and I'm tired of that. But people may still be like, this bird trying to come in. Because look, King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Earth stability. Nine of Pentacles, yeah, but you still moving away, Virgo. It's still like, no, you're on your own there, pal. Six of Swords, right? Page of Pentacles. You want to be with more giving people. People, it's like, Virgo, you don't ask for a lot. It's just, can you just be there when I need it? You feel me? Because those times matter. It do. Because Virgo, usually you do have a lot of stuff together yourself, but it would be nice to have someone that can be that help to you, that can be of service to you like you are to other people. 12th house escape. And also in terms of your relationships, Virgo, I feel you're moving on. This could have been a relationship you're moving on from, and you're in the place where you want to take new offers. It's like, in terms of a relationship, maybe it didn't get off the ground. All they put was the Page of Pentacles. And it's like, at least with new people, it makes sense why they put a Page of Pentacles. You know? 12th house. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. Yeah, Virgo, you're tired of fighting with people. You're tired of trying to help people see the different views of things. I feel, Virgo, you really have some valuable things to say. And I feel like you would really kind of debate with people, not to argue with them maliciously, but it's just, in your mind, you can see how a situation is going to play out, and you just be trying to tell people. But then when you tell people, right, then they come to you and be like, oh my gosh, this happened, that, and it's just like escape. You don't listen. Virgo, you was around people who didn't listen, and that drove you crazy, because then they will ring your line with all the drama that happened, and it's like, see, this is your fault, okay? Matter of fact, all y'all just leave me alone. That's kind of how I feel, Virgo. Is just like, just let me just focus on myself. Like, you know, I mean, if there's some enticing offers, I will entertain it, you feel me? But I'm not entertaining what this section is, though. 9 of Wands reversed. 4 of Swords reversed. With some of these people, Virgo, you didn't want to do this, but you get tired, and I understand. Like, there was times when I had to cut people off like that because they were hard-headed. It's like, I'll love you from afar, but you're not going to keep calling me with these problems that you keep creating. Like, and I tell you, like, listen, you're either going to do this or do that. And they'll be like, oh yeah, Jazz, okay. Then you go and do the opposite thing. And then when that happens, oh Jazz, guess what? Nah, stop calling. Like, no. Because I don't call people like that. To be honest, I was having this conversation with my guy best friend. Like, when I was younger, I think that was like when I was 20. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even remember really where I would really call him a lot, you know? Because that's a burden to people, you know? When I was younger, yeah. But as an adult, no, I don't. Everybody else got their own problems, you feel me? And you just add in problems, especially problems that don't even have to exist. So I feel, Virgo, that's your mentality. Like, if I do call somebody for help, it's because I really need it. It's not because I'm out here making jacked up decisions and expecting everybody to play Captain Save 'em. See, you're tired of playing Captain Save 'em. Like, that gets tiring. It does. Like, when people tear stuff up and then they look for you to fix it. Like, why? I didn't even have nothing to do with this. You know? I feel that, Virgo. Ooh, I feel that. 4 of Swords reversed. Because I'd be like, I have to stop talking to people like that. You gonna call somebody else. You don't listen anyway. Right. 7 of Wands. You don't listen anyway. I'm tired. You always defending your jacked up decisions. But yet, when your jacked up decisions get you somewhere, Virgo, can you, nah. Virgo, like, I'm on the glow up tour. Sorry, can't help you. I helped you many times. It seems maybe my help has actually enabled you. And Virgo, I had to learn that too, like, no cap. I had to be more like, use my cap in my chart, because I would help people where I would think I was helping them, but then I realized, you know, what's that saying? If you teach a man to fish, he will fish for a lifetime. But if you do the fishing for the man, he will never learn how to fish, and he will only endure for a night, right? And that's a very powerful thing, because I used to go fishing for people and bring them fish, for example, right? But they wasn't learning how to fish for themselves. So when I got into like my mid-20s, that's when I really started thinking about how I was helping people, because I'm like, I don't really see you progress. But then I realized I was getting the fish for people. I wasn't teaching them how to fish. So now, especially the past few years, you're going to learn how to fish. I'm going to teach you how to fish. I'm not going to get the fish for you, okay? Because you're going to learn how to eat for a lifetime. I'm not going to keep bringing you a fish, because then that's when someone becomes dependent upon you. And not all the time we realize it, and nor is our intention, right, Virgo? I understand that. Sometimes we can help people to the point that they get dependent, and then they get enabled by that fact, and then they feel entitled on top of that. It's like, you don't even know how to fish, you know? I know how to endure for a lifetime. You don't know how to endure for a night, because you never learned how to fish, because you always got your mouth open. You know, pick up that fishing pole and go out there and practice and get you a fish, instead of looking at me with your mouth open to get you a fish. You know, that's why I feel for you, Virgo. It's like that. Let's see. I love this though. Don't let your past hold you back. And look, you got spiritual protection here, Virgo. You and your loved ones are safe. The universe is so happy with you, Virgo, because your heart was always in a great place. And you can leave these people behind. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be old relationships. Whatever this is to you, the universe got you because they're proud of you. It's not easy to tell someone no. But once you get in the habit, that was my thing. Like, I had a problem telling people no. Now, no. But that's how I used to get gaslit a lot. Because, like, I would feel bad that someone's upset, even though I know that what they did upset me, but because I'm upset at what they did, then they're mad at me, and the next thing I know, I'm apologizing. So that's why I don't let people do that. Like, people have gotten upset, you know, but it is what it is. I said no. Like, I'm not going to let you gaslight me. I'm not going to let you switch this to none of that. If I know you caused an offense and I'm upset, then you could get these consequences, period. You know? I used to get gaslit all the time. Goodness gracious. Nothing will come out this situation. Exactly, Virgo. And you know that. And that's what the universe is saying. You helped these people all that you could. It's time for you to go. Because you was having leeches, man. These people will suck you dry, Virgo. And then when you suck dry, who's there to help you? Exactly. You there for yourself. Well, your spirit guides are there, but I mean in the physical realm, you know. Let's see, one more for Virgo. And we have show the world the real you. Exactly. So with these people, Virgo, you see that people was just comfortable taking your help, calling you for a bunch of favors, people pretending they don't know what's going on, why you cut them off. But to be honest, they showed the world the real them, you know, by them doing that. The fact that they didn't even have no thought, like, am I a burden to Virgo? Some of these people didn't even think like that, because it was just autopilot to believe you got everything until you don't. And that's when you cut people off, Virgo, and let them fish for themselves. So, Virgos, I hope you guys appreciate this reading, and I'll catch you guys later.